back into the cracks of your soul. And then the tether and cord snap. Aethys's figure evaporating into dust that mingles with the endless gray expanse. Heat rushes over you, and the uncomfortable sensation of the Audra Pillar's presence cuts off. The gloom of the in-between is pierced by the light of the living world. You are back in the lighthouse, no longer dim. The luminous Audra beside you is filled with warmth and light.
There we go. The Naga stare at the glowing Audra, their diamond pupils wide. Sugan turns his gaze to you, his body in a cautious half-coil.
Long have we kept peace with the sand-striped people. But then, the foreign ones came and spread, killed our people, built their hives everywhere.
Chaudhary, you attack every foreign ship you see. The Huana may not like us, but at least they speak to us.
Nonsense, okay.
We were sure the Godwalker came to cast them out, that driving them away was a holy mission.
Curiosity and consternation simmers in his eyes. Snow? Dude. I love your face too, man, but you gotta let me work, dude. Yeah. Oh man. Poor little guy. Poor little guy. His life is really complicated, guys. Like you wake up in the morning, you eat, you poop, you wash yourself, and then you sleep like tons. And like once in a while you just play with a random piece of something that was on the ground. That's a very, very hard and complicated life. It's too many steps. I mean, I couldn't do that. I'd go crazy. It's too hard. The gods have bigger concerns than our feuds. We must learn to live together.
But on whose terms?
His tail flicks in irritation.
We must go. I know not what this means, but our brethren should hear of it. You show us something new today, Shuffler. Thank you for this. And for your mercy.
He presses something into your palm before departing. The strand of favor. Bro, I'm really glad that it is possible in these types of games to avoid confrontation and combat. Like, I love a fight as much as the next guy, but it's kind of cool to be able to sometimes end a conversation or a situation without bloodshed, you know? Most games don't give you that option. Most games are just like, well, here's a room, here's enemies, deal with it, and whatever, you know? A lonely cat! Corlagon! Dude, he looks like Snow. Except the eye color is not right. 5% damage from area of effect attack. Nah, it's fine. But that is one giant light, bro. But that's it? Okay, sure. Let's go out. Let's go out and maybe do some freaking bounties. I'm up for bounties now. That's what I want to do. Man, I swear to God, I'm about to go and pick up like a freaking a blanket or something. I'm cold, guys. I don't know what's happening right now. I am freaking cold. Okay, they're leaving. They're leaving.
Don't let the door hit your scaly behinds on the way out.
Hands cupped to the side of her mouth. I can't read the rest. Shorty whoops loudly. Okay, we gotta go back here, guys, because we gotta see if we can convince them to
As much as I
leave
like
with us.
pretending
Or...
nothing happened, perhaps we should talk about your episode with the Ardra.
He casts a sidelong glance at you. Aethys is heading to a place called Magran's Teeth.
Matiko. No one ventures into Magran's Teeth. A chain of volcanoes guarded by giants, if the Juana legends are true.
I'm ready to chase Gone if you are.
It's strange fitting part of my soul in the body of a god. Shuri frowns thoughtfully.
We made it through Sun in Shadow. We overcame Theos. We can do this.
My characters will get there, eventually.
Scale-bellied cowards! I knew they'd run! Look at our beacon. Even the Colossus couldn't destroy it. And those snakes aren't so tough now, are they?
She looks up at the lighthouse, giddy with relief. You underestimated the dangers here before. It would be unwise to do so again.
Of course.
She nods, but she's still staring up at the lighthouse.
We'll rebuild bigger and better, with reinforced walls and extra cannons. Our engineers will make this place truly impregnable.
She finally turns to you.
The Hansanui will want to thank you personally for your help here. And she should also know what we're up against.
She eyes the dawnstar in the craterous footprint. Actually, I'm headed to Magran's Teeth.
Looking for a real challenge after what you did to those scale bellies?
She laughs, a brittle edge creeping back into her voice.
The only thing I know about the place is it's supposedly made of fire. And no one's ever come back from it.
She swallows, fear making hollows of her eyes.
But anything can be overcome.
She smiles grimly.
Clear skies.
She crosses her forearms over her chest.
Light of Aethys be upon you, neighbor. Are you looking for survivors?
Unlike the other survivors you've seen, this young man, despite the haggard look and a set of dirt-smeared, tattered clothes, wears a calm face and speaks with a steady voice. Yes, actually, my friend is looking for someone we were told might live around here.
Short lady, about my age, came from Deerwood with her son. Let's see, freckles, braids usually. Punches you in the arm if she likes you, face if not. Oh, and that's if you're lucky.
No, that doesn't sound like anyone.
Dude, it's obviously him. He's the child. The young man's face remains smooth, betraying neither surprise nor interest. We're in the right place. You must know her. She has a son about your age. It's obviously him. Come on, man.
You gotta be her son. Got her nose and her freckles.
See?
You don't have to lie to me, kid. I'm a friend of your mother's. She hiding from someone? Maybe an ex-lover who gave her the best night of her life?
You're protecting her. We understand.
No, I misspoke.
Forget it. Just tell me something. Your father, you know him?
I'm sorry, who are you?
Okay, I'm entering that because that sounds too awesome. I believe my friend here may have had carnal relations with your mother a long time ago.
With Alava, though. It was more like she had carnal relations with you.
The boy blinks several times. It's unclear if Ether's comment even registers.
Yes, I knew my father when I was very young. He was a man of strong faith.
Have to be. You get a lava mad, you need a god on your side for protection.
He was lost to us during the purges, which was how we came to flee here.
So you met him?
Bairn nods slowly.
Well, that's great. You had a dad.
A moment passes with Ethers staring at Bjorn with a strange, undulating grimace drawn back across his face. He clears his throat.
Where's your mother now? Got a lot of catching up to do.
My mother is with Aethys.
There is trace of a smile that seems to come with the last words. Ether appears confused. Maybe you hadn't heard, but Aethys is a giant adder statue walking on the sea floor.
Yes, he walks among us once again, enlisting faithful soldiers. I do believe she is with him. She passed the veil a few years ago. A flu.
Ether's jaw slackens.
It's possible her soul has taken a new body by now, but if she was truly blessed, she marches instead beside the shining god.
The boy's hinted smile brightens, his eyes far away. Ether's face has gone scarlet beneath his farmer's tan. His nostrils pulsate with each heavy breath.
You lied to us. Said you didn't know her. Expect me to believe this now?
He takes his short steps towards Bjorn, who takes 2 backwards. It does look like he might be alone here.
Well, he hides his grief pretty well, doesn't he?
Ether stares the boy down, then turns away with a grunt and a not-worthy gesture.
I'm not lying. She's buried on the other side of that hill.
He points northward.
How could she be gone?
Don't be troubled by her passing. All souls that march with Aethys receive his warmth and light.
Ether scowls. What do you mean, march with Aethys?
Aethys has come to us twice now. Even Oblivion couldn't slow his march. We shouldn't have opposed his first coming. He meant to rally us under his banner.
Stein, thank you so much for that sub, dude. Oh my god. Welcome to the South Club, Stein. Dude, that's amazing, man. You're awesome. Thank you very much for that. Wow. What do you mean, no thank you? What do you mean? What does it mean? Cheers to you, my friend. Cheers to you. We shouldn't have opposed his first coming. He meant to rally us under his banner. Oh, good God, dude. You've been fed the Kool-Aid, man. You gotta... Good Lord. You did, Stein? Awesome, dude. That's super cool, man. That is really cool. I'm trying to keep my YouTube updated. So if you're a little bit behind on some stuff, everything should be in there. The only thing that's not posted yet, and I'm going to post this later, is probably what we are doing today right now and what we did last night. Because usually what I do is during my break at work, I'll update everything and I post everything on YouTube. But now I'm not working today, so I didn't get a chance to do that. So I'll probably do it later. Yeah. But dude, I'm happy you liked it. That's great, man. That's freaking great. We have so many new games and more coming up. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be really cool. And if you enjoyed Pillars, you should take a look at our playthrough of Tyranny. If you haven't watched it completely already. Yeah. Because it was tons of fun too. I try my best. I try my best. But thanks, man. It really it means the world to me. It really does. Thank you so much. Yeah.
Oh, I know a lot of Dead Deer Woodens who will be relieved to hear that.
He destroyed Den as he does now.
You got the giant footprint on your back to prove it.
Aethys forced everyone to declare themselves as ally or enemy. Nothing more.
Dude, you gotta lay off the drugs, man. Okay?
Now he marches again, and we have a chance to correct our mistake.
Well, that's charitable.
I would like to have joined him when he passed this way, but I was weak. It won't happen again.
Okay, it's a lost cause. This guy is just completely mental. You seem confident in a god was causing a lot of destruction.
You can't build on broken foundations. Real change needs destruction. I trust my God knows better than I do. He knows truths I'll never learn.
And got that right.
I was once lost. I struggled as you do now. But the partisans of the lighted path have restored my faith in Aethys.
At this, Eder looks up at Bjorn. The partisans of the lighted path?
What greater honor than to march in his vanguard?
Who are the partisans of the lighted path?
We began as children of the Dawnstars, separated from each other as we questioned our purpose. But then Aethys granted a vision to Gadarian Bosch. Bosch saw an illuminated path lighten the way through a black abyss.
The words fall from his mouth bulky and awkward, as though someone else had stuffed them there.
And he saw Aethys marching on the path, and Aethys bade him to march alongside.
Not quite how I've been seeing it, but everyone's open to their own interpretations.
And the Shining God told Gadarian Bosch to gather an army of the God's truest followers, and to prepare to lead it into battle.
Oh god, not this again. Come on, man. Hey, Enrage, what's up, dude? Things are going great today, man.
You'd think after getting blown up, he'd slow down the battle.
Sriracha, thank you so much for that host. Do appreciate it. Who does Aethys intend to battle?
We don't know. The end of the path hasn't been revealed to Gadarian Bosch yet. But to the faithful, shouldn't matter.
How will you join Aethys when he marches beneath the sea?
There'll be a great journey, but we're prepared. Gadarian Bosch knows the way.
Oh boy. Has this bow shown proof of his visions?
Aethys himself has appeared in Deadfire in the form Gadarian Bosch foretold. That's more proof than any of his faithful could ever ask. What fortune to be given this opportunity, to know our God in the living world.
Why did you lie to us about knowing Ilafa?
Gadarian Bosch warned us. Those outside the partisans may ridicule us and test our faith. Especially our old families, and others close to them. We've learned it's best to keep to ourselves and those with open minds, which relations and friends mostly aren't.
Eder, did you get what you needed here before I slapped the shit out of that guy? Eder takes a deep breath and looks around then at Bjorn. He nods, tight-lipped.
We can go.
We'll be going.
Hey, kid. What was your name again?
Bairn.
Right. This lighted path fellow, Bosch. Sounds interesting. There's some way I can meet him?
He's usually on the move, rallying followers. But the partisans of the lighted path often gather in the temple of Aethys in Neketaka. I seem to go there myself, in fact. There's an adherent there, Ogna, who initiates new partisans. No doubt she'd be pleased to help you. Aethys needs able soldiers, even in their elder years.
Eder spits.
You should consider what Ogna has to say. It might speak to you. Farewell.
You need my help?
Yeah, let's go.
Interest me.
So, we gotta go back to Neketaka. Great. There were a few people to talk to there, so we might as well. Okay. See, I'm flying your colors, man. As long as the amount of wreckage on the horizon, when you see a dozen junks sailing toward you, even at this distance, you can tell they're making good speed. One of the ship pulls up alongside you when a well-dressed Omawa man approaches the edge of the deck. You recognize Atsura, the Grand Secretary of the Royal Deadfire Company. It is good to see you again. I see you continue to leave your mark. He is gazing towards Asungo with a peculiar smile. The Adra beacon, visible even here, shines brightly. Though it surprises me that you're still a stranger to many in Neketaka, I suspect that will soon change. A pleasure to see you again. Your manners do you much credit. I want to extend the thanks of the Royal Deadfire Company for what you've done here. He raises one hand towards the Adra beacon. You've restored a valuable asset. Whether or not that was your intention, he gives you a quick sly smile. The others at the palace will want to hear of this, no doubt, and you may as well take credit while the deed is fresh. There's no time. Aethys went to the Ashen Maw in Magran's Teeth, so I must follow. It's as though a cold wind has blown over the deck at the mention of Magran's Teeth. The Rautayan sailor stares at you in shock and horror. Those who are not frozen with their mouths agape are whispering fearfully amongst themselves. Atsura silences them with an unreadable glare. He turns back to you with a brittle smile that does not reach his eyes. Forgive my compatriots. Magran's Teeth is a volcanic chain along the northeastern edge of Deadfire. It is also among the most treacherous places in the archipelago. He casts a glance back at the anxious sailors. The water around it is patrolled by giants said to be born of Magran's own volcanoes. Even our well-armed ships do not venture there. He tilts his head in apology. But I suspect Queen Onikaza could direct you to Ashen Maw if you're set on going there. All the more reason to visit her palace. He smiles cryptically. Go to Serpent's Crown in Neketaka, and later come and see me at the Brass Citadel. We can discuss your progress with issues of mutual interest there. He nods. At any rate, I've much to attend to, and it seems you do as well. Clear skies, Captain. Atsura nods as his crew makes ready to sail once more. Oops. Nomu the Marauder? Point of interest.
You blink and find yourself standing
Oh,
in the knee-high
God.
grass of an endless field, with the day just falling into dusk. The grass still holds the warmth of late afternoon sunlight, but a chill breeze blows at your back, raising goose flesh down your arms. The chirr and trill of nightjars rises with the wind. In the inky bruise of the sky, stars ignite by the ones and twos. The tolling of a single bell joins the chorus of birdsong. Then another. The sound surrounds you. Every stalk of grass bears a delicate silver bell on its end, bobbing in the wind. The chill breeze becomes a howling gale, and the tide of ringing bells sweeps you off your feet. It carries you like flotsam through the sea of grass. Then, the earth falls away. The wind ceases, and you are sent tumbling up into the dark of the sky.
Watcher,
The voice of the Pallid Knight shakes the earth at your feet. You have returned to Bareth's realm. Your soul once more called to attend the wishes of the God of Death.
You know, something to look forward to these chats.
You can't be certain, but you think you might see the barest hint of a smile tugging at the edges of the Pallid Knight's lips.
Once again, you have spoken with the Child of Light. Tell me what you have learned.
He makes for Migrant's teeth.
Intriguing.
The Pallid Knight stares past you, pensive.
While attend. Tell me what your many eyes perceive.
Her words ring out, and a heavy silence descends. In the silence breaks the murmur of countless voices. They speak all at once in languages both known
Lippin
and
with a
unknown
resub!
to
Today we celebrate 8 months together, baby! Oh my god, Lippin, thank you so much, dude. You're awesome, buddy. Thank you very, very, very much for the continued support, man. Holy moly. How you doing, Lippin? What's going on, dude? Look at all these creatures, man. These are all the gods, but the version for from the Oana.
In the space beside Bareth, an eye blinks open, followed fast by several more. They are round, keen eyes of Kith, the slit eyes of snakes, the small, dark marbles of birds, the bulbous lanterns of deep-sea fish.
Here we are.
A figure walks through the cloud of eyes as one might step through a door. It is an Orlan, then a pale elf, an ocean human, a Naga. Each of them eyeless. They are Wal.
This is the first interesting thing to happen in ages. And we do so love a riddle.
The figure wears an Amawa's grin, and the many voices beneath its own.
Pilarestu is great, dude. Talking to the gods right now. Yes, it's so interesting when hundreds of Kith die so Aethys can take a stroll.
Some things must be lost to be found again. You knew that once, when you buried my scroll beneath the earth in Black Meadow. But it seems you have forgotten. We have read the book of your life, Watcher. It is heavy with the weight of your choices, and its pages are not unmarred by the blood of others. You reap, but on a smaller scale.
Dude, I rip who I must, and also, since the time that I buried your scroll, I've come to know that you all are pieces of shit. That's why I'm hangry.
We see between the strings of the world, and Aethys is there, strumming them like a lute. His tongue is still, yet he sings of a coming joy. What tune he plays, we do not know. It is complex, ever-shifting. One moment vibrating in harmony, the next in discord.
A man strides through the door to Bareth's realm. Behind him lope wolves with lolling tongues.
Galloway.
And jungle cats whose long tails twitch with every step. Gallowayne, the changeling, arrives. And he brings with him the wild heart of Aora's untamed places. Fast on Gallowayne's heels, a small wave of seawater washes across the tiles. It pours off the edge of the platform and cascades down into the beyond.
Andra?
From out of the water rears a glowing lure, then the head of a gigantic fish. The round black eyes of Andra roll to meet yours.
I'm talking to them right now. I'm not challenging. I sort of died, and to get back to real life, I was given, like, I was brought back to life and given a mission by the God of Death. And once in a while during the game, he'll just like pick me up from where I am, and you know, and I'll just like go into this strange place, and I talk with the gods. And I'm usually a giant pain in their butt. They kind of don't have a choice but to go along with me, and I kind of don't have a choice but to go along with them. but I make it very clear that I don't give two shits about them. I know what they really are, and they're not gods.
My gift bearers bring to me that which
they
kids
know.
most want to forget. And in their memories I see you.